Fox Talks with the stars of your favorite shows.
How did I get started? I was a late-night radio DJ for 12 years, and to be honest, I never really ever thought about television. I did this late-night show, and it was a bit like, I guess in England you'd say midnight caller. And people were so ready and willing to open up, and I guess it was, as the television show has evolved, it was direct and it was honest. And I get, for a while, I think I probably thought, how would you ever transfer that to television? How could you get people to be that open? And the chance came 7 years ago, and you know, we got a commission for 30, and that was 7 years and 2,000 shows ago, and it's a long, long time to be on the television. And then, of course, a couple of years ago, we got the chance to come and bring it really to the place that created that genre, which is the United States. And it was always the big ambition to come and try and crack it here, where it all began, really. I guess when I first came here, I thought to myself, 46 years I've lived in England, it's going to be a different country, it's going to be a different whole setup. And of course you get used to a crew and a country and people's, you know, words, the lingo, as we say in England, you know, would it be lost in translation? The most interesting thing is, you know, our two continents are separated by a pond, but actually the problems, the issues, feuds, relationship breakdowns, addictions, they transcend geography, and they're the same here as they are there. Everybody's lives, a lot of people's lives are in a bad way. And so that, for me, was the main theme of the show. When people say to me, is there one story that sticks out? Is there one person that you think is brave? I think everybody is brave that comes on the show. I really appreciate the fact that they give us that opportunity. They will get honesty, they will get directness, and they will get the truth. Some will like that, some will hate it. But it's important for me that we do see that process through, because I think, you know, there are a lot of shows in the past where you just get the feeling that people come out and it's a bit exploitative. This show does care, but at the end of the day, it's a television show, and it's important that we find that line. And so I actually think that everybody that comes on deserves credit for bringing their story to the show, to be fair. It'd be wrong for me to go, hey, the Jeremy Kyle show is better than that show or this show or the other show. All of these shows and all the new ones that are coming, people will sample, people will see. All I can do is what I've done for 7 years in England, and deliver on a daily basis a show that we believe in, a show that we feel does the right thing and ticks the right boxes, and people will watch it and dip in and make their own minds up. I will never, ever sit anywhere in England or the United States and say, this person doesn't do this, this person doesn't do that. People must watch the Jeremy Kyle show if they so desire and make their own minds up. I think it's different. I think it's very host-driven. I think a show is absolutely about a host. I think for me, the program, the Jeremy Kyle show, is a journey. I think it's raw. I don't think you ever know what's going to come. It's not stage managed. I'm not saying something because I want a reaction. I'm not saying something because I think that's what the audience want me to say. I'm going to say what I think at that moment. I just love the vibrancy. I just love the vibrancy of America. I mean, we talk about the English Reserve, and England's been very good to me, and I've lived there for 46 years. But I think, you know, New York certainly is probably my favourite city in the world. But I just love the country. I love the energy. I love the passion. And it does, you know, for me as a television presenter, to be able to come to the country that created this genre is a massive challenge.